What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. I hope that you guys are having an amazing Monday. It is a gorgeous, beautiful, sunny day out. So, Amir Lancaster, one of the castmates of Summer House Martha's Vineyard, has proposed this almost like an ultimatum to the Bravo network and the public at large, saying that he went on a podcast and he said that he would not want to return next season if his girlfriend, Natalie Cortez, was not brought on as a full time um, cast member. And even before I saw the episodes where she was on it, because I'm trying to get caught up on all of my content, she was problematic and her reputation preceded her on social media and not in a positive light. So when I did end up watching the videos, and I will make reactionary videos to, commentate or, provide commentary on each of those separately. But when I saw her, petting Nick's girlfriend, Tasia, like her hair, like she was like literally petting her like an animal, and then, maliciously stirring up the pot. It's one thing to be messy, but you don't have to be malicious to be messy. Like when Jordan had her Freaknik event, and they're on the Vineyard, right? They're on Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts, in New England. It's completely different than the Freaknik of Atlanta. And they're in their, their own house, their own space, and they were just wearing 90s attire and just, kind of celebrating that cultural moment, essentially for the cameras, if we want to be honest. But she was just upstairs in the room, just, judging them. She was just very judgmental, condescending. She was giving, you know, Karen, like a Karen-esque type of vibe. And I know that she's from, I think, Miami. She's of Latina descent, but a lot of Latinas, self-identify as white, and they are very anti-black, right? Amir, he said he struggled, with his own cultural identity as he came on the show. The first season, I feel like he was very open and he was very curious. And I feel like his rejection from Jordan really wounded his ego. But I feel like he went out and got someone who reminded him a lot of his mother. Now, I don't know his mother, but if I could take a guess, he kept talking about the fact that she was Lebanese and that she was very. He described her in ways that made her sound very domineering, very overbearing, and that is exactly the type of woman that Natalie is. And when I say that, I mean that when they were on, you know, discussing what you know, their occupations were in regards to real estate, Natalie was denigrating her man. She's like, well, he makes, in a whole year what I make in a month, and I'm very high end. He's very low end. And Amir was just kind of like taking that in, absorbing that L after L. And you could see it kind of chip away at his self-worth, like even within those scenes. And it was heartbreaking. But I feel like, I hope that he can watch this and look back and see that this woman does not see him as an equal partner. I feel like, she has a superiority complex. She was very threatened by Jordan and the rest of the young ladies in the house. She wants to come in, be a full-time cast member, dominate, essentially. That's why she set her boyfriend up to just, propose this ultimatum to, casting in Bravo. Like, sir, you are not you are not in a position to offer any type of ultimatum when you're a cast member on a reality TV show. And that's the issue that I and a lot of people have with reality TV. I love, the fact that they were able to fill this void in entertainment, 2008 when the writers, went on strike and all these scripted shows were put on pause. And so they're like, okay, well, let's, create shows where we don't have to have, writers and scripts and again, that's capitalism, right? Just filling that void in the market. But Amir, this is only season 2, and they even struggle to have a reunion. This is not a very high budget show, right? They don't really travel or go anywhere outside of Martha's Vineyard. They have all of their parties and their activities either at the house or very close to that rented space. But Natalie came in, and I feel like she was very insecure. She was very threatened. She was jealous of the fact that all these young Black successful entrepreneurs and reality stars are living in this beautiful rented house at Martha's Vineyard, and she wanted to come in and kind of wreck shop, just be messy, which is unfortunate. Nobody wants to be around that negativity all the time. Jasmine definitely should not be around it, because she was pregnant during that time, and she gave birth successfully. So congratulations to Jasmine and Silas Cooper and the baby Cooper. But nobody wants to be around that, right? I feel like the same thing happened with Bria and Simon. Simon came in. Bria asked that man for one thing. She said, do not wear that big pink loud flamingo suit, during this black tie event. So what did he do? He took his German sub upstairs and put on that inflatable bright pink flamingo. Like nobody in their right mind would think to do that unless you are specifically trying to make a pointed statement about how you do not respect not only Bria, but the people in that event, right? He was trying to be loud. He was trying to be, obnoxious. He was trying to cause havoc. And that's the same thing that Natalie was doing. And she was doing it a little bit more, quiet and subtly, but that's the same thing that she was doing. And petting Tasha's hair, that really rubbed me the wrong way. Petting her like she was some type of animal. That pissed me off. But nobody wants Natalie on the show. And Amir, if you feel like you can't be there without her there, then, you can go. They can bring back Phil. They can bring back Mariah. They can bring back all kind of new cast members. There's all types of people who are waiting to get paid essentially to summer in the Martha's Vineyard, And the fact that he would have the hubris and the audacity to think that he could step up, not only just being talent and being a part of the cast, but now he's putting himself in the position of casting director for Bravo. Like, sir, I need you to have several seats. I don't know if Natalie has gassed your head up. I know that she was probably feeling, again, not included, but she was not a positive person during those few days that, she was invited there as a guest. She came and she was just, judging the girls for having a good time at their event, wreaking havoc, trying to destroy Nick and Tasha's relationship. She was just a negative energy in the house, and people don't want that and they don't need that. And the fact that you don't see all the red flags, how she talks down to you, not only in front of other people, but just in general, it's heartbreaking. But if you listen to Amir's story and how he grew up, with he said, his mother's Lebanese, and he's trying to figure out being a Black man or half Black man in a world that is full of anti-Blackness. It is it's complicated. I'll say that, right? It's complicated. I am glad that he has found, people in his life like Alex, like Nick, like Preston, who are, secure in who they are as Black men so that they can help him navigate it. And I hope that someone seriously can sit him down and say, I don't think that Natalie has your best interest at heart. I hope that maybe he hears my video, because I don't think that she has his best interest at heart, nor the other young women or people in the house. But anyway, I just thought that was interesting that he said, I'm not going to come back if she doesn't come back, because the show barely got a reunion, and that was only because the fans were specifically asking for it. But you don't have the budget, you don't have you the show's not that seasoned, and you're not a casting director, sir. So anyway, you guys, let me know your thoughts about what Amir said. He's in his 20s, he's learning, and I'm going to give him grace, but I hope that he finds someone who truly does love and respect him. I don't see that from her. Maybe she can grow to that, but I don't see it. I would not want to see Natalie come back on the show. I feel like if Amir feels like he has to step away, then, so be it. I respect his decision. But he's not a casting director, and so he can't decide who comes and who goes. But anyway, you guys, let me know your thoughts. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will talk with you in the next one. Take care, aces. Bye.